Let's get evil. Hey guitar players, are you mainly playing guitar pedals these days? Or maybe you're playing a modeler like the Kemper or the XFX, something like that, digital amp emulations. Or maybe you even play plugins through your laptop these days, live or in the rehearsal room. Who knows? What I'm saying is we got a lot of different options these days and not just the good old tube amp, right? And today I want to talk about a brand new product that seems to be the missing link between those two worlds. It's a full amp, but it's small and it's lightweight, a Class D amp, but with a tube output emulation with different tubes, and you can drive your cabs, but there's also an IR section, so you can go straight into your studio interface or into a front of house mixer or whatever. And what they tell me is that it is a great pedal platform. Anyway, to check out that product, we have to travel back to the infamous YouTuber meeting called 42 Gear Street, where Blackstar were showing me their new pedal platform called AMPED. And to make this video even better, you can win one of those amps in today's video. Just stay tuned. But now let's go back to Henning Pauli's 42 Gear Street. Here we go. Good morning, boys and girls, and welcome back to 42 Gear Street number 4. Today we're doing a quick and dirty, very spontaneous video with Blackstar amplification from the motherland of all Chuga amps, the UK. Because they're releasing some new products, we're gonna check them out and we're gonna find out if we can make them sound evil.
We are indeed.
I don't know anything about the new products, and because I left half my voice and half my brain on yesterday's party, I need assistance. So I got this guy here, which is Ollie from Blackstar. How you doing?
Blackstar, great to be here, Kristian. It's my first time at 42 Gear Street, so I'm absolutely stoked to be here. Had a lot of wheat beer so far, so it's been a good time.
Yeah. What is this?
So what we have here is our brand new amped pedal. So this is a floorboard pedal amp. So this is your preamp and your power amp in one unit.
Okay.
So it's got your power outputs, so you can power your cab. So you've got 8 ohm or 16 ohm. Importantly with this though, it delivers the full 100 watts at 16 ohms. You're not compromising on level.
Class D
Class
power
D,
amp?
yeah, Class D power amp. You've also got all of the valve emulations, so you have a choice of everything, as you see here, from EL84 through to all the way up to KT88. So you can really get that valve power amp kind of...
Is that an analog or digital thing, like the simulation? How do you do that?
Basically, we've got a patented technology that's been in some of our Silverline amps. So the guys spent years developing these really accurate power amp simulations, and we call that RTVP technology. So it does not only just change the tone, but it also changes how it responds to your playing.
Okay.
So with the KT88, you'll have tons of headroom, and it will feel a lot more kind of open. If you went down to the EL84,
it's more compressed and
exactly, more squashy, more compressed. So really fun thing to play around with.
It's a full 100 watt amplifier, preamp, power amp, with different power tube emulations. We got a reverb. We're not going to use it in this video though. And it's an IR player as well? No.
Yes, yeah. So what you've got is our built-in cab rig speaker simulator technology. So in the software, you can customize your mic placement.
So there's a software as well?
There's a software, hook it up via USB, and then, 3 settings on there to save your cabinet simulations. So you can rock up to your gig, you can go direct to the cab on stage, but also run, say, for example, a modern 412 stage left, and an open back vintage 10-inch on stage right.
Okay. Is it a high gain amp?
So this in itself is a pedal platform, so it's not a high gain amp. So if you think of that is, but
why are we talking about
this? This is why we have this here, Kristian.
Okay.
but yeah, so it's designed to take pedals great. So as we thought in this video, we'd chuck a few pedals through the front of it.
Yeah, that's the idea.
And see what it does.
So you see, we got a few more pedals here. One coming from Blackstar as well, and then we have one coming from Carl Martin and one from, what is this, Walrus. So a few surprises just to find out how well the amped one can take those pedals. But let's just check it out without any additional distortion, maybe, just to find out how distorted it gets. Not very much, right?
So it's a clean soap.
Okay.
But definitely not high gain by any stretch.
And over here, we got a really evil looking pedal, dual distortion. I actually have one of your older dual distortion pedals. It's silver.
Yes, the HT Jewel, yeah.
That's a great pedal with a tube, and I see a tube here. So is that the same concept, right? With two different distortion channels?
Yeah, essentially. So you've got, just like the HT Jewel, you got your first channel, which can be your clean channel or your crunch channel. And then on the second one, we've got two really meaty overdrives. So at the moment, we're on OD2, which is the more saturated one.
Let's check it out.
Awesome.
Let's get evil. Ooh. That's even more extreme than real tubes. What is linear? That just turns off the response.
Yeah, linear would be if you were using it with your own power amp simulations with a modeler. Okay. So gives you the flexibility to have that transparency.
So then it's just like a linear Class D amp?
Exactly.
And then I can choose between those flavors. Surprisingly, I think I want to go with the EL34. On the other hand, the only Blackstar amp that I own is the Series 1, 100 EL34.
34, yes. Yeah.
Usually I'm a 6L6 guy, but when I checked out both versions back in the days, I preferred the EL34.
Interesting.
So yeah, distortion pedal, show me the display and you tweak it a little? Or?
Absolutely. So we've got our ISF, which obviously sweeps you from an American style EQ over to more of a British. Going to get darker, a bit more woodier. What the ISF is doing is basically moving the whole frequency EQ section. So the whole tone stack, it's moving it either way.
Throughout the frequency.
Exactly, yeah. So you can dial in your EQ, but then you can also get infinite variations of that particular EQ setup. So
if you're not familiar with that, I think on every Blackstar amp, we got this ISF thing. Right?
Most of them, yeah.
Most of them, right, or the bigger one. Mine has it at least, which is a unique feature because you got the traditional EQ, but then you can also, like you just explained, like shift the entire tone stack. Sounds evil. I also feel like this response thing really changes the dynamic behavior, not only the EQ. It's just being a little more saturated, compressed compared to. Interesting.
There's a lot going on. It's not just the tone. It's really how it's reacting to your playing as well, which is neat. And as well, if you were using a modeler type unit, it just adds a bit of kind of valve personality to the power amp. So rather than just going to a straight up power amp and not really having that.
Or even for people who use plugins, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
And can I load my own IRs into that thing?
So you can't actually load them in, but we've given the option to basically turn the speaker simulation off on that.
So I can use another IR player or something
afterwards. Okay. Yeah. So it gives you that option if you so wish.
Okay, so let's move on to the other pedals we have.
Awesome.
Do you know any of them?
So I am not familiar with these personally, but they're great. So Carl Martin.
I know
pedals.
the chorus.
Yeah,
fantastic sounding
killer.
chorus.
But yeah, so this is a plexi style kind of drive. So yeah, our good friends.
Let's just try. more evil than expected.
Yeah.
I mean, way looser in the low end compared to your distortion. And now this comes handy, you know, so you can change the behavior depending on what kind of distortion goes into the unit. But hey, I'm surprised, Carl Martin. You are more evil than expected. Congratulations. You are evil. Sounds nice.
Yeah, I think the great thing as well, obviously, as you've seen here, it's really taking the pedals like a real amp would. So yeah, it's.
What I like about the concept, I haven't tried it, but what I like about it is there are certain pedals that sound better when they are played into a clean amp, and then there are other pedals who sound better into a power amp. So
you'd want to stick it to linear, and then that would be exactly like going into a normal, Class D power amp without all the emulation going on. And yeah, if you were to be using it with a modeler or other kind of unit, you'd stick it to flat, and then again, that's giving the preamp a flat response, so you can get all your.
But that's what I mean, because there are certain pedals like an HM2 pedal or a Metal Zone pedal that actually sound, in my opinion, sound a lot better if you play them into a power amp.
Yes.
And there are other pedals who really need additional the brightness of a clean channel.
Yeah.
So you can do both here, which is cool. All right, let's check out the red pedal. What is that? That is the Walrus Eris.
Yes.
Make it sound evil, Ollie. I think there's the clean signal blended. Get rid of that.
Let's take that out.
Oh no, the other way around.
The other way. We want more. Now it looks like we've got a few modes.
But this sounds way more fuzzy and loose in the low end, so. More vintage kind of distortion, but nice. I think I played this pedal last year. Yeah, but I'm impressed. This is cool. This is really like a really handy tool. It also looks nice. I actually like the combination of the black and white.
Yeah, it's quite a sleek combination,
right?
Isn't it? Yeah, you do get a much more kind of authentic, actual amp-like experience going on. And yeah, I mean, as you've just heard with these other two great pedals here, it really sits well with taking those in the front end. It's responding like a real amp would.
Right, and right now we're listening to one of the inbuilt IRs, and right, this one, and
yes.
we can switch between 3 IRs like on the fly, right?
We can, yeah. So if we, we'll go back to the.
And you can define, like in the software, you define which ones you are.
You got it. Yeah. So you can choose your mic, your cabinet, your positioning, your room type.
That is an interesting and unique product. So check out, I would say, both the dual distortion. The old dual distortion also sounds great on bass, by the way, for really evil bass tones. And this is something I want to check out at the studio. You got to send me one.
Yeah, definitely.
This is great. So if you're into pedals, if you don't play, a full tube amplifier, and if you don't want to carry around a full tube amplifier, this might be for you. This might be a great alternative. Like we have shown you, you can throw all your pedals at this white little thingy called AMP1, and you can tweak it to a certain amount. Pretty flexible power amp. I like it. Thanks a lot, Ollie.
Yeah, thanks, Kristian.
Oh, don't like that?
Oh, yeah.
Feels better, right?
Formal.
That was interesting, wasn't it? And that was fun. And soon Blackstar will send me one of those units so I can check out how it sounds here in the studio under proper circumstances, so to say. Anyway, I have promised you there's a giveaway today, so you can win one of those units. Isn't that cool, right? All you gotta do is subscribe to my email list below and leave a comment under this video telling me something nice. Impress me. No, just leave a comment and subscribe to my email list. You'll find the link below. By the way, we've got a lot more stuff to win. We got this TC IR player. We got a speaker coming up. We got a Sonable plugin pack. So there are several things you can win right now. And because I'm too lazy to make a video for every announcement, I will make one video where I announce all the winners. So if you subscribe to the email list now, you can win several things. Isn't that amazing? It is. So subscribe now. That's all for today. I see you in hell. Thanks for watching, motherfuckers. Bye bye. Now I mixed it up.